what up, y'all? We're back. Best albums of the year 2023. We're here with Josh's list. Let's fucking do this. What do you got, Josh?
The list of Josh.
The list of Josh.
So might be short and sweet, so this is gonna be a long week. So it's albums I've listened to, so I wouldn't have I only got the four. I only have four that actually have numbers that I actually really would put in any kind of order. Everything else is listened to and liked, or whether I say otherwise.
True. Let's get it.
So let's see. I'll go back. So there's the Queens of the Stone Age and Times New Roman.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad. Wasn't
forgot about
what I liked that much because I'm more of the desert rock kind of fucking sound that he usually has. So this one was not really.
I thought that one was closer to the older desert rock sound.
I like more of the fucking, I don't know, kind of feel like you're driving kind of one.
Yeah. It's no fucking songs for the death, man.
No, yeah, it's songs for the deaf and
It's no fucking rated R.
They'll get hit.
Yeah, man.
Songs of the Death. Which one was that? That was
That's the one where every song kind of segues with a radio. It's the red one.
Oh, with the
Pitchfork.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. That's
That
the one
one's
I
so
actually-
awesome.
That's the only
That's
one
like
I
my favorite too.
That's the only one I like. So.
That and Rated R, like those two
Rated
are like
R,
the
yep.
ones I love the most. And probably I'll throw in Lullabies as well, but like there's just a feeling on Rated R and songs.
Yeah,
for
that's why I say that's a driving desert rock.
Songs
sound.
of Death came out, 2001, right? Or 2002?
2002 maybe.
Yeah, because that's the one I like a lot because it was very.
That's the one.
That was the one that like. Right, that one was like really like just catchy.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one a lot, and then I think I didn't even I only listened to the Queens of the Stone Age because you were like, hey man, it's kind of like their old stuff, and then I listened to it, I was like, this sounds nothing.
And we were gonna review it.
I was expecting that one.
We were gonna review it when we talked about Kim Dracula, but Zach couldn't make it, so we never got around to it.
We didn't want to hear my opinion on it, and I don't remember it now because I've only listened to it once.
I remember you just didn't like it.
I didn't care for it. I mean,
it's forgettable to me.
It really was.
It's very forgettable.
Again, it's not on my list because I forgot about it.
It was still better than their. It was more desert rocky than their last one.
Yeah, I liked it a lot
Travis
more than
hated on me. He was just like, dude, I can't believe you didn't like it.
I was like, you fucking
suck. I was like, damn, dude. I was like, I'm just not. I've never been a really big Queens fan, of the Stone Age fan anyway. Queens of the Stone Age.
I like Josh.
Not Queen. I like Queen.
Yeah, Josh Homme was just a rockin'
The
dude.
fact he was on Trailer Park Boys is pretty cool. An animated series when they did the animated one.
I still don't even think I saw the last season of Trailer Park Boys. So what do we have next, man?
Metalocalypse Death Album 4.
That album is great.
That was fucking an awesome album.
It is an awesome fucking death metal
I
album.
mean, still to me, it'll never top the first one. Death Album 1. And I think,
I like
3. The 3 is my other next favorite.
Yeah, you like 3 more than 2?
I think so. The first one's my favorite one.
The first one's just
with the bonus album too.
That was the first
best part.
death metal album that I ever liked. And it kind of opened the door. Now that's way late in the game, y'all. I was not a fan of death metal, but that one kind of opened the door because the first one was real accessible. Like it had the death metal stuff to it, but the lyrics were understandable.
You gotta understand what because
it wasn't like 6 feet under, you know.
Cannibal Corpse kind of death metal, like just gruntle.
And it opened the door for me. It made me go back because before that I had bought that Elegy from Amorphous, and I hated it when I first listened to it. I was like, damn, this is not the Amorphous Dave showed me. It's like, this is fucking death metal, what the fuck? But then after listening to the first Death Clock, it made me go back to that, and I actually like those early Amorphous albums more than the ones that were later.
I missed the saxophone. They don't use the saxophone. It was such a chill album. Man, I haven't fucking been like Amorphous in like.
Their newer stuff still sounds like Amorphous, but I hate to say it, it's on the generic scale nowadays.
Next, Wargasm, Venom.
That album is
awesome.
the shit.
It is a very awesome.
That album.
It's one of those UK
really?
bands. It's
What's the band?
Wargasm.
Oh, Wargasm. Oh,
fucking new metal.
You would have said UK. I would have been.
Yeah, Wargasm UK.
No, that's on here somewhere.
Wargasm, that's
somewhere.
It's fucking
that
awesome.
is
It's new metal.
It's the beats of Prodigy, the attitude of
it's very Prodigy-like.
It's very.
It's like if you had a new metal to Prodigy, just like give it Give it some
Yeah,
fucking
I
heavy
knew.
metal.
I
And
listened
throw
to it.
Fred Durst in for good measure, man.
It is on my
awesome.
list. I didn't listen to it enough. I don't think. I don't
Dude, I was
I don't
jamming
think I
that
gave
shit
it
about a
enough
month
listen.
ago.
I gave it like a listen, and then I was like, okay,
Most
cool.
people
it's
never
cool,
heard
and then-
about Orgasm Morsley until,
Well, I heard of
until
Orgasm
about last
for-
year.
Yeah,
You
I
got
heard of
more-
Orgasm through something Jonathan Davis was talking about it. He's like, yeah.
They were back in the news
upcoming
last year.
band-
That's why. So people.
I think I showed.
They're
I thought I
relatively
showed
underground
Orgasm,
for a while.
like the single that came out.
Nah, I had actually. It was a Facebook. It was recommended to me on Facebook,
Oh, yeah.
and then I started posting it around.
Yeah.
And I had bought the.
This is their first album, though, right? Like
yeah,
the
I-
actual, because they had EP.
Yeah, I
out for-
pre-ordered that EP when it came out, the Triple X tape or the Triple X mixtape or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Loved the shit out of that, but man, so yeah, their debut album from last year is so fucking good.
It's heavy too.
It rips.
Yeah, I remember now.
Bear Goes, Jiminy.
Yes, bro.
Awesome.
Bro.
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
Bear Goes is-
Motherfucking
I
good.
love that shit.
It is
Dude,
fucking
I'm-
awesome.
That's like heavy metal Oingo Boingo to me, man.
Yeah.
I love Bear Ghost to death. I mean, their first few albums. I know. I showed
hate
you
it
them.
because you showed me them several years ago, and I was gonna buy their shit on Bandcamp
Can't find that shit
through their website, and I kept being like, I'll get it next week. I'll get it next week. Then it sold the fuck out. Now the only way you can get the early albums is like on Discogs.
$60 a
Yeah,
piece.
and
I
it's
mean,
like, oh, you fucking assholes.
it
but
sucks. Did you buy the new one?
I did buy the new one.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
make
I
sure you
did.
jumped
I
on that
did,
one.
yeah. The moment you told me it was out, I was like, oh.
Oh, you
Yeah.
know, I followed it, man.
That's
I
it's
love it.
really
They're
good.
just
I
a
like
bunch
Bear
of
Ghost.
goofy young dudes, though, too. Like, they're like in their 20s, and they're just a bunch of goofy dudes. I watched the video, they were giving a giveaway or whatever to somebody, and it was hilarious. They were just, I was like, man. And I think it's a second singer. He's not even the original singer.
I mean, that's what
I know
love
one
is
guy got canceled like a motherfucker or something.
Yeah. I think the original singer was the one that got, like, the new album is the same singer from the last album, but the ones before that, I don't think it's the same guy.
Because I was like, when you first showed it to me, I was like, this is like System of a Down meets the better part of
Panic at the Disco.
Yeah.
Like the first album of Panic meets System. of a
Yeah,
Down.
and then when I heard Jiminy, man, I was like, this is what people that tell me to listen to Panic thinks Panic sounds like.
Yeah, this is what they used to sound like. Like their first album was very
Borderline.
close to that. Borderline, yeah, but I mean, it's what I think that it should have been where Panic should have gone.
Yeah, there you go.
Like their first album was like the start of something like this, and then like Bear Ghost was like, yeah, we could do that better, and they did. I mean, it's a phenomenal album.
Damn,
But we'll
fuck
get into
yeah.
that from my opinion on that.
Yeah.
That's on my list too.
What else you got, man?
Let's see. Okay, where else? Three Teeth. Index.
Bro!
Dude, that Three Teeth is fucking. I love that industrial new metalish
Yeah,
sound.
so
It's awesome.
grimy,
And when you see the homeboy, he
with
looks.
his
He looks
Super Mario mustache.
I don't know.
thing.
He just pulls off. He gives me a Judas Priest kind of vibe.
Yeah,
he
he's like
doesn't fit in.
He looks like a leather daddy.
Yeah, he looks like a leather daddy who doesn't. You think Judas Priest, and you think, okay, this metal, and you see the guy who's like, it just stands out. It's weird. He is weird when you hear Three Teeth. You listen to him, and then you look at him, and you got this guy with like glasses, this mustache, wearing like
I haven't
all
seen
leather
it.
daddy.
I listened to the album once.
It's so.
and
I love it because
it's good.
The shit's all
Man,
cyberpunky
it's
too.
on here, like right at the top though. It's like my thing. I'll go ahead and say it. It says
me, they're one of
excellent
the
album,
better-
heavy. Just didn't listen to
And
it.
They're
it's
one of the-
industrial. that's
yeah,
why.
they are
It's
one of the
industrial
better-
cyberpunky kind
Yeah,
of.
to me they're one of the better newer industrial metal bands I've heard in a long time, because they really embrace the old style of industrial where it sounds like machinery. It's real. Just sounds like greasy fucking gears. Fucking.
Oakley Dokley. It's who he reminds me of how he looks.
He does look.
He looks like
Oakley
a fucking
Dokley.
industrial version of Oakley Dokley.
I've seen a picture of this guy.
Oakley Dokley. I
Oh,
love
hey,
Oakley
Oakley
Dokley.
Dokley.
Yeah, just type in Three Teeth and get you, because he's got like this Super Mario kind of
Yeah,
mustache,
got the
man.
big mustache.
Got this leather daddy,
jacket, got
like a
his glasses.
cyberpunk leather daddy, dude.
Oh, okay.
Let me see this.
Hold on, let's see what they got. That guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
like a rivet head leather daddy.
That's funny.
Yeah, what a great album.
Foo Fighters, but here
Oh
we
wow!
are.
That's a
See,
good good album.
I am
It-
so
I mean, that's surprising.
behind.
I
I mean,
you're a
it's
Foo
not
Fighters
so-
fan.
I like Foo Fighters.
I know, but, like, I
this is a
can't
very Foo
imagine,
Fighters
like-
sounding kind of album. I mean, I like some of their.
I gotta do a
It's
deep
about
dive.
every album they've released is a very Foo Fighters.
They all very Foo Fighters. I mean, this is. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like amazing. It's no different than their other
Lyrically,
ones.
so
But it sounds
sad.
good.
There's a few sounds said.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I like how Dave Grohl writes his lyrics, because he writes songs that are like a lot of their most of their songs are pretty much upbeat rock songs, right? But lyrically, like, you can feel like there's something sad about some things. Like, I know what
I don't remember. I mean, it's
yeah, like the
listen,
first or
type
second
that.
song on that album, I'm pretty sure was about his drummer. Like that was his best friend, and I was just like, damn. Like I listened to the lyrics, I was like, fuck, this is sad. But the song is like,
He makes-
I want to know what you want. Like I'm just like, I remember those times.
It's very Foo Fighters.
Like that's what he's saying. He's like, I remember, and I'm just like, he's talking about his boy that is dead, but he's like, I remember.
How does it?
That's exactly how it sounds.
Your little Foo Fighters impression is kind of spot on.
It's
I
always
wanna
that.
dance in the nail. I wanna dance in the rain. Like some shit like that. But like that's what Dave Grohl reminds me of too, and he's like the coolest fucking dude ever. Like I want to get drunk with that motherfucker. Like, I would love to.
I
Get
gotta
drunk.
do a deep dive on Foo Fighters. I've only got two.
There's so
Foo
many albums too.
I've
He's
only got
shit
two.
ton.
Yeah, it's gotta be a deep dive.
I also hear he makes a killer fucking barbecue too.
Oh yeah, apparently so. He does it every like a big
He's
old
a big whiskey guy too.
yeah,
and
barbecue for
He's such a
homeless
good
people.
dude though. Like every Thanksgiving he goes and feeds the the homeless.
He's
like,
he's one of them dudes that like we all wish we could be like.
right
Like
and drunk with it. So.
I'd like to drink with his ass.
I would love
Loved his
to.
cameo. Loved his cameo on.
I still haven't seen the movie. His movie yet.
Bill Ted 3. Bill and Ted Face the Music. Loved his cameo on that.
I haven't watched that either.
Damn, that movie was good.
I
You
know,
watched
I
the
need-
666 or whatever?
No, still got. You talking about the Dave Grohl movie?
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I want to see it. I heard it's so good, but have you seen it?
No,
They
I wanna
released an
download it.
album as that band that I wish they would put on disc.
I want another Probot.
Probot.
I want another Probot album. Dave Grohl, if you ever run into this, please make me into the Probot album. I love Probot. I was like, I just want another one. Just one more before you die, sir.
All right, next, Existential Reckoning Revisited by Pussifer.
Wow, see, I haven't heard that yet. I
Is it
haven't
new
heard
Pussifer
that
album?
yet. No, it's a remix.
It's a remix
the last one.
of the Existential Reckoning. And
Is
it's
it
a
better?
it's so much better.
I think Nine Inch Nails has a remix of one of the tracks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a previous album, but it's remixed, and it sounds so much.
I've
It
been
sounds
listening to
different.
Pussifer,
It's so
what,
different.
Since what, Money Shot or Money?
Wow.
What was the
Money Shot Your Load.
something? Whatever. That was his third album. I think that was the
Something
last
like that.
one. That was the last one I listened to.
I just Maynard does a
lot.
lot of. She's doing a lot of shit.
I don't know what Pussifer's hit and miss for me though.
It is.
Like some
it
of the
is. It's
stuff
very-
is like the first album I didn't care for except for that one song that everyone knew.
everyone. His fucking.
It was like.
Di-
It was like
Can't
you know what I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah.
The country fucker.
Country,
Yeah,
country
something like
boner.
that.
country boner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's not even on that album.
No, it's not.
Like, you know, I luckily have the single.
Like I'd rather listen to a
With
perfect.
that
I'm more
and,
of a perfect
Whirled Up
circle
My
and a
Ass.
Tool fan than.
But yeah, I would have
Pussifer's just
rathered his Pussifer be like a full-on cowpunk project.
Yeah, he bounced around different styles, and
Yeah,
so
and-
it was never consistent.
Yeah, so
Right, and-
Pussifer's like cool if you want to hear something different all the time. Like no two songs sound the same, but I wish
Just like Tool's got its one sound, and then you have fucking A Perfect Circle, which was his more fucking
like a more mainstreamy kind of sound.
kind of fucking industrial kind of mainstream sound. As opposed to it's like Tool,
Which,
but if you
tell you
made
the truth,
it
my
more
favorite
mainstream.
Perfect Circle album was the one that was released just a couple years ago. Like I thought that was way better than the early Circle albums. And,
because it's only really that one song everyone knew.
Doom something.
was it a girl's song name?
I can't remember.
So I got them all up there.
It's well, I can't remember.
So Pussifer.
yeah,
I mean, it's just a
I haven't heard it though.
So is this
haven't
like?
heard
So
it.
you're just naming off things that you liked this year, right? Okay.
I mean, that's
have
basically
a
what
top?
this is.
Or is
Yes,
it-
I have a couple.
this is
It's
in
just
order,
like
or-
four.
I'm just curious. Okay.
Camelot, The Awakening.
I
I haven't listened to a Camelot album
Camelot's
in
cool
years.
because it's very. I'm just they still
good old
sound-
folk metal, symphonic folk metal. Haven't heard it because I don't own any Camelot, sadly enough. I got to get back in that mood.
Most people
Yeah,
either
symphonic
have like
metal's
Lacuna
like-
Coil or something. That's about, I got Lacuna Coil. That's good enough.
Well, Camelot is more like old Dragon Force. to
Well,
me.
yeah.
Like,
It's like a-
the first.
They're,
two
they're more
albums of Dragon-
Nightwish.
Yeah, like
where
Nightwish,
Lacuna
or
Coil
The
is
first
like,
two albums of Within Temptation before they went poppy.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of that symphonic metal right now is really getting
Boring.
generic and boring and very, very structured, and it's kind of saddening.
Yeah, they've knocked away from the whole opera kind of.
Yeah, it's just getting to where like, oh, let's throw in let's just throw in a few orchestral backings, a female singer, maybe a gruff screamer singer, maybe not, and we'll just do that. And it's kind of getting where like they're all starting to sound the same now. It's very saddening for me.
I know another one I liked. It was, my list too. I thought was pretty good. I know Travis is gonna love it. It's Dropkick Murphys.
Oh
Okuma
yeah,
Rising.
Okuma Rising. That album was so good. I liked it a little more than the first one because this is the second.
Is that an acoustic one?
Yeah, without
okay, I didn't listen to that.
no
I forgot about
Albar, no Albar. It's all Woody Guthrie songs that were never recorded.
That's right. We talked about that I think once.
And I liked the first one. Was it This Machine Still Kills Fascists? I liked that a lot, but this one I liked a lot more. This one was more on the Irishy side, whereas the other one kind of felt like a little Irish country rock.
This one's more of the classic bar songs. just
Yeah.
fucking
This one was man.
little kind of ode songs.
Yeah, that one was really good. Okuma
I
Rising.
think we talked about it when we were doing Christmas stuff for the Christmas album.
Yeah, because
Me and you were talking about that.
we were talking about all that stuff when I was doing that Dropkick Murphy style track.
Yeah.
I can't remember. So yeah, another good one I liked. Dope Blood Money Part Zero.
Yes,
good.
I love that
So
album.
good.
Now,
Oh man, that was such a
I
good
still
album.
preferred Blood Money, the first one. This one, it really, I kind of wonder why they named it Zero because now he plays Etzel.
Well, the thing I like about
He's playing Zero. He's playing.
Right.
Yeah, and
So-
Zero is the character from the new Static
the new
X.
Static X. So I figure because it does kind of seem like this one seem more like it was like songs left off from Dope Money. Dope Money Part One.
That's the thing. The thing about Dope though is like
It's
exactly
always
what
gonna
it's
be
dope.
awesome.
It's like Rammstein. You get exactly what you
Yeah.
expect.
And
Yeah.
I think the only thing I don't like on that album is the use of auto tune on the second track. I believe in love. Not a fan, but that song
He
is
used it
awesome.
as an artistic.
Like it's there, but I don't see a reason for it to be there. I don't see an artistic reason for it to be
But
there.
yeah, Dope is dope.
Yeah, dope
It's
is
a- dope,
motherfucking
dope is not. They've always been the same since we listened to them
I
back.
still
like,
Yeah,
Right,
like
like that.
that.
Like that's
He-
one of those bands
I
like
mean,
you go to
difference is
because
his
that's what
voice
you want
has
to
gotten
hear.
a little more raspier, kind of older sounding over the years. He doesn't have that that kind of younger, higher pitched voice like he
And I
used
love
to
that
have.
he's doing Static X.
But the fact that now
It
you
is so
you
good
hear it
with
and you're like,
Static X.
oh, wait, is that Wayne Static? No, that's Edsel Dope from Static X playing a dead version of. Yeah,
it's not a dead version. It's
I
a
know.
robotic version.
It is now.
It's a
It is
cyborg.
now.
He was undead for
was
the
undead.
first. Yeah,
Oh, I
it was
didn't know that.
undead Wayne for the first.
That's
volume.
why. That's
Oh,
why
see,
he
I
kind of
didn't
made
know- I
that
didn't
look like
know
that.
that.
He's
Corpse
Cyber
face.
Wayne.
I always thought it was like he did it as a cyborg. They built him.
Well, that's why the face was very corpse looking at first.
Yeah. The
Now
first
it's a robot
volume,
one.
yeah. Which I think is cool. Keep
is.
doing it up. Keep
I want to
changing
see
it
him
up.
live, and they're coming to Atlanta. Or no, they just went to it. They were just
Ah.
at they were just at Tabernacle like this month in February, I think, or they're about to be. One of those things. They were about to be, or they are.
It's weird to see him on stage wearing a mask. Looks like
Yeah.
Wayne Static.
I love
So
it.
the other way
I love
people
that so
figured it
cool.
out is because they
Wayne
saw
would
his
have loved it
tattoo.
too, man.
Oh, yeah,
Wayne
it was-
Static. Wayne would have loved that shit too.
He
had
loved
a-
that weird shit.
He had a weird fucking sense of humor like that. If you listen to his Pig Hammer thing.
Something. Okay, like all right. So now it's gonna be like I got some that are like, yeah, kind of not that happy with. Like for instance,
The disappointments.
yeah, Cracker Island by Gorillaz. It wasn't so much a
I don't listen
disappointment.
to
It was
Gorillaz
just
anyway.
it was
I
like
think most of their stuff's
it-
crap now.
it was just on par for the way Gorilla does their stuff. You know,
Yeah.
it's
It just sounds like what Gorilla has.
And interestingly enough, the songs that were mainly the other person were better than the ones that was
I
their
think I
own
tried
stuff.
listening to it, and I was just like,
I
this
did.
is
I tried to listen to it
so
twice,
bad.
and I was like, it's just.
Man.
It's what was the other? Is it Plastic Island?
See, I
Plastic
just want
Beach.
another
Plastic
Demon
Beach.
Days
It's just
album.
another one. Yeah, well, everybody wants Demon
Can you
Days.
just
They
go
want Clint
back
Eastwood.
and
They
just,
want
like-
that. But
like,
it's
just
Even-
make another Demon Days album.
Demon Days
Good.
or the self-titled, man.
Right. I mean, can we just
that's
go
why
back?
everyone says like, oh, I like Gorilla's Clint Eastwood time. I'm like, yeah, well, they'll never do that again. It's
Yeah.
just it's not how they are.
The closest they ever got was on Song Machine when they did that
Yep.
song with the slaves. And I was like, oh man, it's just cool to hear a guitar be the most prominent instrument.
The
in
last
a
song I
Gorillaz
think he
song.
came out with, I liked. The last two was like Saturn's Bar and Trance.
And that was awesome. Humans had some great shit.
That
and
was
I
cool when
praised
he-
it.
That was so cool when he
I
was there.
praised
Yeah.
it when it came out, man, but it's so hard to go back to now. To me, I like Humans more than Cracker Island.
Oh yeah,
Cracker
no,
Island
Humans is so much
just-
better than Cracker Island.
Cracker Island is, oof.
But yeah, it's just on par for the way Gorillas are now. So it's kind of just, it's not super disappointing. It was like not really what more. We weren't expecting to get something as good as
Yeah.
Demon Days or self-titled, or even Humans.
I've kind of just grown to accept it, but
We'll just listen to it. And like, okay.
yeah, and let it
Move on.
move.
Let's Metallica 72 Seasons.
Oh,
You,
yeah.
that was disappointing. It
No,
was
it's
awful.
not the
It's the worst thing.
It just sounds like fucking Metallica, but older now.
No,
It's
it's
just
awful.
like he sounds so. I don't know what he
It's
doesn't
terrible.
sound right.
I don't know. I don't understand Metallica fans nowadays. I don't, cause for me, it's just like
I mean,
this.
Death Magnetic was the
boring.
last one I could listen to, and then it was like whoever fucking
What was the last
whoever
one
did it
you
was
wanted for this?
fucking
The Loudness Wars.
the loud. Yeah, he for some reason like why did they fucking
Super compressed.
They it's like and like it's off the charts. Like it's either way too goddamn loud or not loud enough.
See, I gave it one listen, or I gave it 2 listens, right? I gave it 1 listen just to hear it because it's Metallica, and then I gave it a 2nd listen to actually try to hear it.
I can't even
like,
stand the
actually hear
radio
it.
the radio pop.
It's
song.
so bad.
dumb.
Like, so look, like I don't understand why people were like, Lars is such a good drummer. Like the man doesn't know how to use a snare. He's da 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 da, and then it's just play the guitar to it. Da 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 da. I hate his fucking drum style. I hate him so much. I hate
But
his fucking
his drum style from back in the day, though.
Yeah.
Right. So okay,
On
Justice
point.
for All, Black or the Ride the Lightning, fucking Master of Puppets. Where's that fucking Lars? Like all we got now is just this bored old dude that's fucking there like.
Saint Anger Part 2. That's what this is.
I can't stand Metallica anymore. Like I have like no fuck. Like you're fucking. You're just riding the fucking line. That's all
just
you're
riding
doing.
the lightning.
No, they're not riding the light.
No, because
anymore.
lightning fucking jig jags. They're just fucking one line. They're just like, we're milking Metallica. Metallica is milking Metallica. They're like, we released an
I mean,
album. It could sound
At this point, dude, at this
retire.
they're just the Kiss of thrash metal. They're just the Kiss of
There's
heavy
no
metal.
thrash anymore though. They haven't had thrash in their fucking songs
Bro.
in years.
Bro. It's still thrash metal. That's the
Yes.
thing. It's not
Thrash
thrash
metal
metal.
different. I think
It's
they're
just
thrash. I think
boring.
Slayer, but
Yeah, Slayer to me, I am not a fan. I am not a fan of most thrash metal. It gets
Yeah,
boring to me. But the first handful of Metallica albums as thrash metal albums are fantastic
Right.
thrash metal albums. And then I even like their load and reload shit just because the venture out into more alternative shit was interesting. And plus it was the stuff that got me into Metallica when I was younger anyway. And their venture back to the more thrash stuff is good. And then their Lulu thing is phenomenal.
Everyone else hates
I just can't.
I don't know why.
I can't say
it was
much.
different, but not for a heavy metal fan. You're like,
Yeah,
what
it's
the
not
fuck
for
is
it's not
this?
for heavy metal fans. It's not for Metallica fans. It's for people who like weird shit. But as far as the new Metallica goes, I still have yet to listen to it all the way through. So I can't say much about it except for
It's very disappointing.
I listened to about 5 songs and then moved on. I got
they
the
all sound
album
the same.
over there, and I was like, oh,
It's boring.
It is. It's very boring. It's
I mean,
like
we'll never have the likes of Master of Puppets.
Hetfield
or
does not
any
know
of
how
that
to
shit
solo
like
anymore because he does boring solos. None of his solos are really that interesting at all. They're just and then they're only like 10 seconds. So
I would
it's
love
like,
another
alright.
Load style album. Load is the one I first.
Load rocks.
Load
man.
was the one I first.
I
listened-
actually
got
didn't mind.
Metallica.
What was the last album of Metallica?
The Hardwired. Hardwired was really good.
I like that one to a
It gets-
point.
it gets
was
boring.
overplayed.
It gets boring because Kirk Hammett didn't write the guitar parts because he lost, I think the cell phone or whatever he
Right.
was doing
he
his
lost
demos
what he-
on. He
yeah,
got
he-
lost.
Right, but it's still not a
Um,
bad album to me.
no,
Like to me,
it's-
I actually
Yeah, not
I
a bad
enjoyed it
album
the
at
first
all.
few times, and then I think the radio killed it for me though, because
And then
it kept coming on.
See, I don't listen to radio,
I
so
did at that
things don't
time
get
frame.
played out.
Have
At that
radio.
time frame, I was
Yeah.
listening to satellite radio, and they would always come
I'm
on satellite
sure.
radio.
I'm sure.
So, but when I first heard the album, I actually bought that album. Right, that was the first Metallica album I bought since. Who fucking knows? I don't remember buying it.
And I'm not gonna sit here and gatekeep and be a dick and be like, they're so fucking talked about right now, Stranger Things. No. If you found Metallica off of Stranger Things, that's awesome. These guys Metallica needs all the fans they can get. Let's just say that.
No, they don't. They have enough.
They have enough,
They
but
have enough.
let's keep rock and roll
There you go. All right.
talked about.
Sorry about that, Josh. I hated that album so much.
But that was your disappointment.
I didn't even
right?
put that
Yeah.
on my list. I forgot about it so much. It was so.
Another one I was disappointed in, I'm kind of sad about, but not really. Slipknot, Adderall. I did not like that. It just, I'm like, I mean, he himself even came out like people,
All right.
Slipknot fans, they gonna like this album. And I'm like,
Okay.
Now
"That's right."
that is that full length Slipknot album, isn't it?
Full length is kind of fucking being
Or is that
generous.
the- or is
It's
that
like
the
an
EP?
It's more because it didn't catch.
Because when did that last Slipknot come out?
I thought that came out in 2022.
Was it 20? It might.
Yeah.
So you're talking about the EP then?
It
That
came
was
out
like
last year.
based
Adderall.
off a
I
song.
was about to say, I thought the album came out in 22 though. Like
Adderall.
that's what I was like.
So he's talking about the little EP, and I
Yeah,
don't-
the Insofar came out in 22. Adderall doesn't count because Adderall is just like demos.
Well,
I didn't even count that as like that's what I was thinking of. I was like, wait a minute,
Well, it's
Slipknot
what they
didn't come out
want.
last year.
Yeah, Adderall
It's
came
his
out.
list.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is
Because
your list, but
Because they don't put anything anymore in fucking. You might get a single here, but you never fucking. It never gets put on the full release. Just like
well, they play
Chapeltown Rag and all that. That was a great
such a
song.
rockin'
That was an
song.
awesome song. That's not on any fucking album.
Chapeltown Rag ain't on that last Slipknot album? See, I don't know. See, I have
You don't
one
post
Slipknot album up there. I mean, I am not the biggest
not-
fan.
yeah,
I
there
should
was.
have. I
I
like.
honestly forgot about Adderall because I thought
I
because
like
it
a
was
lot
just
of
like an
Slipknot,
extension. I thought it was
and
just an
I need to
extension
do a
of the
deep
Insofar.
I need to do a deep dive.
And I didn't even like the Insofar when we talked about it last year.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
The so far.
Because we talked about it last year on my top, and I was like, it was like number 17 on my list because I only did 20 last year. I remember now.
Zach was showing me some songs, and I was like,
They do some.
that is a cool experiment.
Yeah, it's
but
a
that
very-
is not what
yeah.
I expect out of
The
Slipknot.
Insofar was very. That was
It's not gonna
clown.
be-
That is clown's all writing right there. I
Since
think.
since from Iowa, it's completely everything's different in each
All right.
direction.
We can't say that because I
I
really
love
I love
Iowa.
the Great Chapter. I think that was fucking one
Well,
of
the
the
great
Chapter
chapter,
rocked.
but that was like in the middle of all this.
And then what
where
was
it
the
wasn't
one
good.
before Insofar? I liked that one a lot.
Which one?
The one before Insofar.
Oh yeah, that was Oh my God! If you didn't say anything, what was after the Great Chapter?
What is after that?
There was something. Why did I never remember that name?
That just shows you how memorable Corey Taylor shit
Oh, look at
is.
hold on, I got We Are Not Your Kind.
That
You're
is.
not your
I liked that a lot.
I like that one a lot too, but
That
I
one
was.
stayed pretty heavy.
I mean, yeah, but yeah, I was disappointed last year with the Insofar because
and I can
got the album
definitely.
with Mick Thompson's face on it. 'Cause it's my
appreciate-
favorite.
I can definitely
member.
appreciate the experimentation. I definitely can. I
Yeah,
love
he
it.
does a lot of different shit.
But
And it did get better since
There was a
for a
couple
while
of
everything
songs,
was
yeah.
every time Slipknot came out with something it just sounded like it just sounds like Stone Sour featuring Slipknot now. And that became that's why people complained about it.
That
I
is
like
the
Stone
thing.
Sour. I
Stone
like
Sour is fine.
It's cool. It's like completely separate, but when I hear Slipknot, I want Iowa. I want fucking
Right,
yeah.
self.
and then
I want the fucking.
That's
I want,
why We Are Not Your Kind had a lot of those songs. Like that's We Are Not Your
Right,
Kind
right,
was the closest to the
heavy
first
as
album.
it was.
fuck.
Then
But that was not what we got.
Oh no! I mean, Adderall I don't really count. Like I said, Adderall was kind of like oh yeah, we're no longer connected.
But if this is part of what's coming, I don't want to see what their next album's coming.
It's just some shit.
See, we obviously know that they fired.
Weinberg.
Weinberg.
Is it
So
Max.
I honestly think they.
Not Max Weinberg.
So-
that's his dad.
Yeah, right. They're talking about going into
the Max
a different
Weinberg
direction.
7.
I think they might actually, whoever the drummer is going to be, right? I think they're going to try to go heavy this one, because they're not being beaten down by the guy anymore, by Roadrunner anymore, right? Because they're no longer with them. They're doing their thing. So I honestly think they're going to do something like fucking just off the top.
I would hope so.
And that might be a disappointment, but I really want to.
When I heard
Chapeltown
Rag, I thought this was going to be the Slipknot album to end all Slipknot albums, and I was wrong.
No, that was just a one-off fucking song.
I was like, y'all just
They dropped the ball.
so
But yeah,
threw a curveball at me.
I don't know. I forgot about Adderall being released as like 6 demos. That's all.
And it's all the same song, isn't it? Like.
It's like 2 different songs, but they're like a demo
Different
version, and
versions
then there's
of
like
the
an instrumental, and
Just a
there's
little EP.
a supposed extra part of it they added to the actual song, or they had on it that they cut out in the original. I don't know. Really. I kind of threw it in the background.
So what we got next, Josh?
Not a disappointment, but just like, that's what I thought it was going to be. Blink-182's One More
Yeah,
Time.
listen to that garbage.
Man, that album was so good.
It just sounds like Blink-182, but see, to me, Blink-182 is going to be fucking Dude Ranch or,
Dude
Enema of the
Ranch,
State.
Enema, and Take Off Your Pants.
'Cause
like the
those are- that's
trifecta
it.
of ultimate.
I never listened to Blink-182 other than the songs that
I
came
liked
on
it because
radio,
it was
so.
it was like,
It was the
like,
closest to that.
it's like,
that we're
look,
gonna get.
it's more of your childish punk rock kind of music. It's kind of cool. That's what Dude Ranch is like. It was so just kind of like poop humor, kind of childish teenage punk music. And it was like, I can dig this. And then, of course, you had Enema of the State, and then fucking Take Off Your
Take
Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. And then after that, it's just like, oh. And it's like, oh, look, another Blink-182. And it's been so long since we got another one, and like...
With the core members.
With the core members, which was like so cool, but then it's like, oh, it's a bunch of old guys singing about what it was like to be...
About being old.
But
I'll
it's
tell
about
you.
being old. It's like, wow, they didn't sing a song about like being a teenager anymore. No, they're being like, oh, being old. I'm
It's like
like,
hearing Offspring.
yeah,
It was better than that.
yeah.
It was much
I
better than
guess
that
I don't know.
last
I didn't give it a listen. I don't listen to Blink-182. Like
We'll get it's
they're
on
not
my
my
list.
style. I just don't. I don't
Yeah,
go
it's-
into it. I mean, does he still do the purple
but-
hair with polka dots, or was that Good Charlotte? No, that's Good Charlotte.
That might have been good, Charles.
I don't know. I see. I throw those bands together because I don't fucking know.
And the most disappointing thing for me last year was Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh God,
I
that's
don't
Two and
that.
3.
I gave
That was
2 songs. I gave 2 songs
Their
to listen. It was awful.
supposed sequel to fucking Melancholy, which was not a sequel. There was a few songs that were good on there.
One of the greatest accomplishments in '90s rock. The Wall, if you will,
The Wall,
of
yeah.
of the fucking '90s. And this is your sequel.
Yeah, you're that kind of fucking your grunge kind of fucking shoe-wave.
There's cool shit on it.
It is cool.
There's
but-
cool shit all
But this is not
over
a sequel to that,
album.
and it's like, oh, another
There were some
disappointing
decent riffs from
Smashing
what I remember.
Pumpkins.
I only
album.
listened to a few songs. I listened
There's
to
a
one that
few
was,
more heavier songs. There's a
There's a
lot of cool synth
Their heavy
work.
songs on it are good, but it's not enough to
But,
save the fucking album.
Man, the album just meanders.
Because just like Melancholy has some pretty good heavy songs, and it's some of the best songs out, like Butterfly Wings.
It's
but
got heavy songs.
It
It's
can't
got
carry it.
not a single bad song on Melancholy.
nope.
And to me, the best album Smashing Pumpkins ever did was Gish, Siamese Dream. Those are my favorites.
That's my favorite.
Melancholy, right after those. This album, Autumn, is also a sequel to Machina. And that was a return to the heavy stuff. But it's not even that great. It's a much better album than this. Motherfucking Adore is a better album than Autumn.
damn, bro.
God damn
It is the most disappointing album.
And the reason it's not, I tried. I wanted to put it on my disappointments, just because I wanted to bitch about it. But I was like, I wasn't really disappointed with it because I had no expectations. It is better than the CYR album, which is 20 tracks that all sound identical. This is at least 30-something tracks that kind of sound different. But
I mean, it's very atmospheric. I mean,
yeah,
it's
like
extremely
there's cool
atmospheric.
shit strewn throughout all of it. But man, oh my god, this album, it's not triple album material, man. It demands your attention in the worst way. But the reason it's not on my disappointments, I wanted to put it on there so I could bitch about it, but it's not on my disappointments because I expected it. You know, I did not really have a bar for this. So when I listened to it, I was like, this isn't as awful as I thought it would be. And then the end. I went back to Gish. I had to wash a lot of that shit out of my fucking
Yeah, we all
ears.
can lie to ourselves about things, Travis. It's okay.
Yeah. Like, it's not
Yeah,
the
it's not
worst.
bad.
It's better than Moments
Look,
to an Effigy.
if it wasn't Smashing Pumpkins, it wasn't bad. But when you say Smashing Pumpkins, and like, it's gonna be like, I mean, I accept more or less that fact. We're never gonna get albums like fucking Siamese Dreams and Gish.
Even
We're not gonna get that.
Zeitgeist is awesome. You know, Zeitgeist has got a lot of good shit.
The 90s and early 2000s are past, and well, so much all the music that we
It's
love
sad when I'm like,
back.
motherfucker, that Zwan album was better than a lot of these past
that's
couple
saying
Smashing
something.
Pumpkins albums.
Well, that's why I had hope for it, because they've been so crappy lately. I mean, they had at some point they got to get one right. And I thought, you figured the sequel to Melancholy. When you say it's the sequel to Melancholy, how do you fuck that up? And Billy Corgan figured out a way to fuck that up.
Stepped on the legacy of one of the greatest 90s albums ever made.
I mean, he literally stepped in it. All right,
Oh, man.
it's like sad frowny face at Disney World ride, kind of sad.
Makes you curious what the band members think of the album. They're like, "We're gonna put this out.
Right, because I'm like, you know,
Are we gonna put this out?
that's the thing about Corgan, man. He will put shit out.
Yeah, he does.
It don't fucking matter if it belongs on the cutting room
He
floor.
throws shit at the wall, just hoping something sticks.
Yeah, he is like, I'm just gonna give you guys anything, which is cool. I'm happy with as much music as possible. But when like 80 tracks, fucking is all garbage.
It's just filler. It was all filler in between what few good songs there was on
Man.
it. It was. That's why it's disappointing to me.
I feel you, man.
All right, so
Because they're one of my favorites. Like they are like one of my favorites of the early '90s.
All right, so I got my top 5.
Top
So-
5.
Top 5.
So-
Let's go!
Number 5 for me was Tom McDonald's The Brave 2.
What the fuck is that?
Dude, he's a white
It's
rapper.
a straight Republican rap album.
He's a Canadian
Straight
rapper.
up.
He's a Canadian rapper, and
Who lives in California.
well, he became a citizen,
No,
but he's like, he's like Eminem.
Yeah?
He's actually I would say he's as good as Eminem.
I wouldn't put him in that pedestal.
But he does.
He's good rapper.
He's even Eminem. He's actually has some. He got Eminem to make him some music. They paid him. For it.
Negative.
He
That's
did
not
that
true.
one.
So what it was is that he paid for the rights $100,000
For-
in Bitcoin
For one of
for
these songs.
one song that was never released. It was never released, and Eminem did not sell it to him. It was the guys who.
Well, yeah, he didn't buy it directly from it. It's the whoever.
But he bought it from the production company
And it's
for
a fucking-
$100,000 in
it's a good song.
Bitcoin. And that song is really good.
It is a fucking banger.
It's
really.
basically Stan.
It's
what
Stan,
called.
but-
I think it's really, yeah. He's basically that same tune.
He's singing the
style.
song like how he's like Eminem, but he kept it.
But
real
yeah, no,
with-
he's
Tom
a-
McDonald?
Yeah, that's his name.
What
he's
a rapper
he's a
name, y'all.
Political rapper. That's what he pretty much only raps about, like the shit going on in the United States and around the
And
world.
when you said like Republican, is it like pro-Republican?
Yeah,
No,
or-
he doesn't. He's not either side. He doesn't.
well, he doesn't commit to.
He
either
doesn't
side,
commit to
but
any side. He's against the.
Republicans relate to it better. He's against the woke stuff, like all the whole like I'm a girl but I'm a dude with the penis, and then he's against the Black Lives Matter stuff. And
It's weird hearing
He's
David
against-
say that.
Do what?
You're a girl with a penis.
I'm just saying. But no, like I know he is because he's on here too. Like I mean, yeah, but I mean not the list. Or no, is he? I might have put him on here.
And it's really well done. Him and his wife,
His
Nova
girlfriend. They're not
Rockefeller,
married.
and then
I keep up with them because I do rap, so I keep up with them. They're not married though. He's
not married. He's
Yeah.
going to marry her.
Nova Stellar. What's Stella
Nova
something.
Rockefeller.
She does all his
Yeah.
videos. She produces. and all
he's
his
completely
videos.
independent. That's why he can do what he does because
Yeah.
he's a multi-millionaire,
Pays.
multi-platinum, and he does it all himself. He
He
films
hasn't
the
made
shit.
millions yet, but
He's made millions. He's already bought a Lambo. Well, he was going to buy a Lambo. There was a Lambo he wanted.
he sold more than I do. I kept up with him, but yeah, no, I know exactly who he is.
Well, because his songs actually.
He does some
say
good
that.
raps. He has a lot of good rap songs. The beats are really good, and the things he raps about. If you're into politics or at least keeping up with them,
If you're on the far right side of politics.
yeah, oh yeah. I mean, it's definitely. I don't think there's a lot of leftists that actually enjoy his music.
I don't think there's a lot of leftists that enjoy anything anymore.
That's true. That's true. But anyway, not politic thing. Yeah, I got you.
No, I
This is
like
a safe
that's cool.
space, y'all.
because well, here's the thing: is that album's not political at all. It's just more or less, people. He just
He talks
Talk-
about what shit's going down.
he just talked about how everything in the world's going on, and it's fucking
He's got another dude in there, country, like who raps with him. I can't remember his name. He's on a few videos.
I can't remember that guy. That's why it's Adam. I think it was Adam something. It's like a veteran.
If you like rap music and don't mind,
He's really good. I mean,
yeah, he's decent. He's pretty good.
and it's one of those things where it's not like it's clean. It's
It's kind of wondered like
It's like
so he releases
old
a new,
school
a new
Eminem.
song almost every other week or something. Like every 2 weeks to a month, he releases a song, right? So you never know what he's gonna rap about, really. So that's the only reason I keep up with him because I'm curious of how where is he going? Do you know who Ben Shapiro is?
yeah.
He did a song recently, like a couple weeks ago.
It
with
was
Ben Shapiro.
crazy.
And it's hilarious because
It's
Ben
hilarious.
Shapiro is like he's like.
And how monotone it is, it
Right.
worked.
It
It
worked.
worked so well.
He
It was
like,
awesome.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro's
It's
like
fucking
he's
awesome.
like yeah, I wear a yarmulke. What about that? Like I got he goes I got fatter pockets than Liz or what's her fucking name? What's the fat
Oh, Lizzo.
Lizzo. He's like I got fatter pockets than Lizzo's fat or some shit like that. I was like, dude. I mean, he goes off on it
Yeah.
though. I'm just like I know obviously Tom wrote the lyrics for
Yeah,
him.
it was all written by him.
But the fact that he did it though, and he's
It
like,
was
I'm just doing
it
this
was
for
funny.
fun. He's like,
It was
you
funny.
do shit to get number one. I'm just doing this for fun.
Well, I can't look at the bathroom because I'm like seeing every little speck of
Anyway, let's move on.
That was hilarious.
Someone's getting murdered back there.
Let's see. Okay, so number. Well, whatever number I'm at. So, Avenged Sevenfold's Life is But a Dream.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Fuck
I
yes.
love Avenged Sevenfold.
yeah.
I don't get people. I don't
That's
give a
number
fuck.
three.
3-ish, 4-ish. Because
Somewhere.
I also
Three or
had Three
four-ish.
Teeth was like. I originally had three teeth index is number 3, but it's actually more 4 because Avenged Sevenfold is
Yeah,
really.
I'm not gonna give my opinion on it because I got.
and we already did index, so that's fine. But yeah, no, I love it.
What are your opinions on it? Because
Well, I mean, it's like,
we're
alright,
both
so
me and
the-
him are both got our own list
The
on there.
first
so
few
I'm
songs
sure-
are my absolute favorite. I mean, just absolute Mattel, fucking. It just, We Love You. It's fucking awesome. I love We Love You. That was fucking just amazing. Just how it changes style 3 fucking times. It's so cool, and it's like, I mean, the rest of the album is, to me, is kind of forgettable. It's really those first ones. I don't. I skip it. I just skip. I listen to I'll go once I hit
skip
Life is But
anything on that
Even
album.
the God Suite toward the end, God.
Yeah, I mean, they're all good. I go back to the first first 4 every fucking time. First 3 or 4 every time. I love Mattel. His plastic skin contains his plastic bones. It's like I can just imagine that song would have been fitting for the Barbie movie because it was literally.
I know. It just came out
It
in the
just
right
came
time.
out at the right time, and the song's called Mattel. He talked about his plastic bones and his plastic
I actually
body.
really enjoyed the Barbie movie. It's such a good movie. It's so stupid.
It's so fucking funny how they
It's
end.
so funny.
Barbie's like, I'm not fashion. This is fascist. He was
that
so
movie was
fucking
not made
hilarious.
for kids.
It
Yeah,
was.
I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard that it's much better than than it should have been.
It
Well,
is
because
definitely-
it turned on
made
its
for
head
adults.
the whole fact that it was like it was supposed to be for Barbie. Nah,
It's
it was
cheesy.
fucking about Ken.
Yeah, no, it's cheesy. It's a cheesy movie. Like it has its cheese on it. It has its comedy perfect.
And it had everyone fucked up because they're like, it's woke, but
And then it got
at
dark.
the end of it, it's like, but wait a minute, Ken would actually ends up being technically the good guy, but he's the patriarchy, but who
Yeah,
both sides
yeah.
like, we don't know who we fucking hate this time. I'm like, it's fucking awesome,
It's
because
great.
like, really,
You need
it's
to
like,
watch it. If you get it. It's
like-
on HBO, but I don't know if you can get it. But yeah.
But it's fucking,
Anyway.
it was cool. But yeah, it reminds me of it. But I love this album. It's great. I mean, every fucking song. I said, I grew up listening more to the fucking City of Evil, fucking,
Yeah.
the next one, I can't remember the name of it now. The one you actually originally bought me before.
So I thought, how about you this self-titled one?
What came after City of Evil?
The one, I can't remember. It's the one, that's the one I...
Risen Hell of the King.
That's
There was
the-
one before that one.
That is the worst. Hell of the King is just the only one I do like.
It's because it's just Metallica, not
It was, yeah, it was,
like,
but it's the one that's got
what
fucking
was the one
Brompton
before?
Cocktail.
Shit, what was
and
the?
all that.
No, it was the one with the kids on the song.
Yeah, it's Brompton Cocktail. It's the one you like on it, Travis. It's
Are you talking about
After
the one
City.
that's like yeah, that's the self-titled album.
It was called self-titled. Like, yeah, I guess that's why I can't remember.
Yeah,
Just
just the
remember, it didn't
Vince
have a fucking
Sevenfold.
title. It was just
Right,
a Vince
that's what I was
Sevenfold.
saying. I was like,
Yeah, because their
I know
first
what you're
album
talking
was
about, like,
The one with the it's just the white cover with
white
the
cover.
skull bat.
yeah, that's my favorite fucking album.
That one
This one
rocks.
is fucking. I like it. Yeah, I love that one.
That one rocks, man.
It was
I
good.
love Brompton Cocktail, or what that fucking the long ass song.
Yeah, the big Danny Elfman kind of
fucking-
track at the end.
it's so fucking awesome.
so good.
Yeah,
so
this one
good.
I love it. It's great. And just like I said, I really love the beginning of the
I think it
album.
pulls me between this one and this one and the stage is my favorite.
Oh, the stage was
So
great.
the stage was like the great apology for
It was like an epic. Like
the
they're
Hail
both.
to the King.
Yeah, and I think like I don't know. I fight between the new one, this new one, and that one.
You guys gotta remember, Hail to the King was awesome because they
But
were doing music for
I also
Call
really-
of Duty.
I
they were making
loved-
that fucking kind of that
Yeah.
rock kind of style.
I've been an A7 fan since the beginning of like their first. Like I love their first album.
Sounding the Seventh Show.
That's not their first album.
No, it's not the first album. It's a good album.
But no, that was a
That's what I was trying to
phenomenal
remember. I was trying
album.
to
I
remember.
love that album. But I mean, I also like the hardcore like punk metal that they did back. Like they. What's up? What?
I just gotta.
Let me get out of the way. Is it really on your head now? like what was that album called?
Sounding the Seventh Trumpet is the first album.
I thought it was the second album.
Second one is Waking the Fallen.
Oh, maybe okay. I'm
Sorry.
confused.
I had to correct David.
Travis is the only person ever to do it too. Everyone else just accepts the bullshit.
I swear that was the original.
I
That was like
couldn't- I
that
was
old
like-
school punk.
I
That
was
was like,
like,
it was
I
like
don't
street.
know.
It was like punk. I mean, yeah, that's awesome. Back when you had a Reverend.
Waking the Fallen has vibes of where City of Evil was about to come. Like that Seventh Trumpet is the screaming vocals all throughout.
I saw them live in the Family Values tour. No, it was not Family Values tour. I saw them live in 2004 at what the fuck was it? The Vans Warped Tour.
Oh wow, yeah, but that
Yeah.
was awesome.
I mean, it was like 800 degrees outside, so I came back with a sunburn and terrible. And I saw a lot of bands I didn't even know about until I got into punk that whole summer, right? And a buddy of mine, I don't know, you know Craig.
Yeah.
For a friend.
Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man, yeah. So me and Craig went to the Warped Tour of 2004 and saw like a shit ton of bands. I mean, I saw Coheed and Cambria for the first time. That was there, and I didn't even know who they were. And I got caught in the pit. And like all the shit I went around grabbing, like all that shit went all over the place. I was carrying around a whole bag. Shit went everywhere. I saw what was the punk psychobilly.
Necromantics?
Nope, not that one.
No,
The
they
dude with
weren't.
the fucking bass.
Well, they all
Well, that's
Right, but he has a big old green tiger.
Tiger Army.
It might have been, yeah, Tiger Army. That's what it was. And then I saw them. I saw Black Flag was there. I mean, it was a fucking huge punk rock. And then, like I said, Avenged Sevenfold was there. That was the first time. That was the only time I ever saw them live. Was back then. And that was 2004. So that was like, that was that album. I think that wasn't Sound Trumpets.
Yeah, that would have been for Waking the Fallen.
Yeah. So man, that was such a good concert. So. Anyway.
back in the day, man, those Vans Warped Tour.
Oh, the good days.
Those fucking soundtracks were awesome. I remember you can win the soundtracks
Right.
on the Mountain Dew. I remember I won one year because it's the one that had the Rubberneck song on it.
Oh, got that Toadies?
Yeah, the Toadies song on it. They played it. one of the, I think that might have been 2001.
Do you
Warped Tour.
wanna die?
But yeah, it's
Do you wanna die?
yeah. Avenged Sevenfold's always been a really good band.
Yeah, I've been
I
a
remember-
fan forever.
I regret I've never seen them live. They've been in Columbus multiple times. I'm like,
Have they?
yes, at least twice.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Do you remember
they've been in Columbus twice. I remember Starless brother went to it and he said somebody puked on him. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, that sucks. I would not want to be puked on by
that? So
some
the new album,
yeah, it's,
phenomenal.
you know, it's
But I'll give you, like,
amazing. I love it. It's just, I said, I really always gravitate back to those first two songs. I love you is just, we love you is just a fucking phenomenal song. I just love the way it sounds. It makes you want to drive fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why it's not good to listen to that when I'm in my car. My fucking little. Oh, I do that from time to time. I go past them. I'm like, losers. Oh, Jesus. Let's see where else. Oh, okay.
Two
yeah,
more.
so
Or one more.
this was hard because it really was close for me. So number 2 ended up being Code Orange, The Above. Where
That was a good. I forgot about that one.
best
too.
Billy Corgan song in fucking all year
Right,
long.
that's what I was just thinking of too. I was like, wasn't Billy Corgan on a metal band song? Right? But it was like
That was the best
3
thing he did all year.
seconds of what was
Of
the
him.
lyrics that he was saying? He's like, love is a high.
He was doing
And he
part
just
of the
did, and then
chorus.
it was done. Like it was just him, like for like 2 seconds at the end of the song.
It
I
was
know what
just-
you're talking about now. That's what I was thinking of.
The
Code
Above
Orange.
is just it fit. It sounded like it came right out of fucking early 2000s new metal. It had been right there alongside.
That album totally slipped under my radar.
Code Orange. They are so their albums for me like they had 2 or 3 now.
I think
This is the third
it's
one?
The third one because they were just teenagers in high school recently.
So
They-
Code
they-
Orange,
they're-
like, so this is
just got
an
become
excellent.
adults.
This is their best productive album, I think. I
It's
forgot
the
about it too.
cleanest. It's the cleanest
It's their
setup.
cleanest set album because the albums prior to this though are fucking straight up deathcore, like just straight up like in your
They,
face.
they were a deathcore band. They
right.
just
So,
they
but this one
refined
is the
it more.
cleanest. It's the cleanest. It's the one that's most listenable, I think.
Because the deathcore stuff they were doing in high school and
Yeah.
they were teenagers when they were doing it.
I
Now they
definitely
grew
would say
up more
if you're in a deathcore mood to just like try out I'd start with the new album because it is the cleanest. It's easier to understand it. It's better production. The ones prior to this are heavy as fuck though, but to me they didn't catch me until Code Orange, this new album. But yeah, I forgot about that album.
Yeah,
that would have been on here too.
It's fucking phenomenal. I just
Yeah,
I
it was
always
a good album.
I was like
Billy Corgan on there.
Billy
just kinda
Corgan was
like-
just this
It
what
was just like I think he was
it's a-
walking through the studio and they're like, "Hey man, you want to do some
it's
vocals?"
like, hey man, you play vocal. He says like I think show us who you are.
That's
Yeah.
show us who you are. Like it's so bad. To
But
me.
yeah, the song is cool because it's very
Yeah.
new metal. Then it has that very slow chorus. I mean, it
It's
sounds
like-
like way.
30
Smashing
seconds
Pumpkins
of
did
Billy
it.
Corgan.
30
that's
seconds
it.
of Billy Corgan. It does sound like Smashing. Would have been perfect
It
back
does.
then.
It would.
But this album sounds like it's straight ripped right out of time from back then. These guys nailed the new metal sound. That's more.
Yeah, it's a pretty good album.
It's like the perfect mixture of what we grew up listening to back then.
Awesome.
And
I need to dive in.
cool, you've never
You
been
need to
much
dive
of a new
in-
metal
You need to
person.
dive into a lot
Back-
of these bands.
Back in the day, I loved new metal, but it got so oversaturated. I've said it before.
I
Yeah.
love the oversaturation. Like I can get it.
Some,
Any
a
new
lot of
metal,
it
it's
just
like
started
it's all
to
for
sound
me.
the same. A lot of it
I don't know about
started to
Josh,
sound
I'll-
generic.
I'll-
I
do it.
started every morning before school listening to fucking they were playing on MTV. It'd always be fucking
I'll
Got
never-
the Life.
I will never complain.
Limp Bizkit is the Corn. Limp
I
Bizkit,
will
System of
never
a Down, always
complain
playing
about
right
those
before school.
early
And I
Corn and
was-
Biscuit albums. Those albums are awesome as fuck. Even on the Monster Show, I played up the hate because it was a comedy show first and
Well,
foremost.
everyone wants to play like they hate Limp Bizkit, but at the end of the day, everyone loves Limp
That
Bizkit.
man's a genius. Like I mean, he is a
Especially now, the way he's just fucking with people.
Yeah, I mean,
The way he shows up.
He's
on
got the
Fred
dad
Durst.
vibes going, and he makes a song called Dad Vibes.
Fred Durst knew exactly what he was doing then. He knew. He said, "I'm gonna write some fucking shitty ass music that people are gonna love."
It's
And
catchy.
It's
par-
catchy
it's
as fuck. He knows how to write.
It's a good hook.
Right? He knows how to write the music. He knows how to he can't play guitar for shit, but he knows how to write the music. He knows how to produce the music, and he knows how to market it.
Yeah, the way he
Right,
delivered.
and he knew that
delivered.
he's like, I'm gonna be rich, motherfuckers. He knew it. He knew exactly what he was doing the entire time.
And watching that fucking hand signing person that when they were doing the dad vibe thing was fucking amazing. Watching that person.
I like how he's just diving into the cheese now. Like, I love it. I can't wait for the next album because I think it's gonna be just as good.
Oh, and seeing Wes Borland.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just crazy with Wes Borland back, painting his entire
I
body
have
black.
gone back. I have gone back to that. It Still Sucks. Limp Bizkit Still Sucks album. I have gone back to that many times.
And it's short. You can.
It
just,
is.
Yeah, that
It's
album is
easy
so
one.
good all the way through.
Yeah, it really
Oh,
was.
I love the interview. Wes Borland's interview.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, the interview is great.
And what was that one song where it's like, yeah, man, I used to hate it when I listened to them. What, you used to listen to that shit?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
That shit was
back
great.
when I was younger, man, but I don't listen to them now, man. I thought we was fucking cool, bro.
Yeah. I love that.
It's
That
just
shit was great.
it's fucking awesome. Especially like they had the whole the car commercial with Fred Durst.
Oh, yeah,
in it.
he's walking.
When you sell your car and it's got a Limp Bizkit album stuck in the radio. Dude, it's great and I love that shit. And that's the reason I love it. The above just it makes everything like that. And number one for me was Kim Dracula.
Yep.
Boom.
I was like, it's gotta be him.
It's
gotta be
fucking
Kim
awesome.
Dracula.
I love that fucking
That's a
album.
phenomenal
It's just
album.
so. It's out there. It's like you want to call it new metal, but then it's like whole section of like that's not new
Yeah,
metal.
they
It's,
can talk because they can't talk about it because it's unrelated.
it's fucking crazy. And, you know, like I love Land of the Sun. That's one of my favorite. And then you know because it has this cool fucking Cuban Havana vibe to it to listen to, and it's just it. The only thing I was disappointed with is why didn't they have the fucking Killdozer on? Killdozer would have been perfect in there. I love that fucking song he did. But yeah, it's oh Jesus.
I get it. Those were like all like singles
Yeah,
for the
he
build
just-
up.
I
Yeah.
know, and it'll make me, it'll make you famous. Oh, I love that song. Oh my god. It's just this, the fucking everything in it. It's just, it's. I mean, we've already did
It's
it.
just phenomenal.
Well, I think we already did a review for this song.
We did. I think we did.
Yeah.
It didn't fuck up as long in it because it was.
It was long. We did
It-
a review for it.
We
It was
can. You cannot speak any more about. There's not a single flaw in that album at all.
At all.
It was
been
perfection.
fantastic. He's unfortunately, it makes me sad that he's not touring anywhere near here.
Yeah.
He's not coming to the South at
the
all.
Australian. Well,
Yeah. Kim is from Australia.
yeah, Australia. So he stays mostly in that European area.
Yeah, but no,
Yes.
he just announced that he's touring, but he's touring Ohio over.
Oh, the extra.
Like so from north, he's only touring the north and then California, which makes me sad. I was like, damn it, dude, you can't come down here.
Never go.
Like, you can't come down here.
I'm just glad that months ago there were. I'm on a Kim Dracula group on Facebook, and months ago somebody posted the CD, and I was like, "Fuck, Kim put it on CD." And I went and looked, out of stock on the website. I've had it on my damn watch list on Discogs ever since. Nothing. And just the other night, I've been checking every day. I've been checking the Kim Dracula website every day. And then finally, just the other day,
Finally.
in stock. Fucking buy. That bitch should be here Monday.
and he'll re-listen to the entire thing.
Oh, like, cause I hate going to motherfucking. Which, all right, here's the thing. I guess every time I do go to listen to that album on Amazon, Kim is getting dollars, right? But if
guess.
now that I have the CD and I can just rip it to my computer, put it on my phone, no more money for Kim. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kim got my $20 and a whole lot of listens last year. But from here on out, it's listening to that.
I mean,
rip.
it's the way things are going to go because more people are independently releasing.
Oh, it sucks.
They can't justify trying to get, you know, when you want to make an album and they physically do it, it costs so much money for somebody to
cost some
independently do
fucking
it.
cash.
Yeah.
Cost some cash.
But yeah, it's phenomenal. It's just amazing. I love that fucking album.
Such a
It's
good
just,
album.
you know, there's so much in that. You know, you got that fucking jazz scat shit going on in
Yeah.
between songs.
Watch the video for the dissection because we dissect it down.
Dude, it's
Caroline.
Oh yeah,
Rose is
every time I hear Rose, I just
think.
think Travis, the wine, our resident wino here. He just loves that fucking
Oh,
his wine, Rose. The whole thing about the fucking person who drinks wine.
I drink one.
I don't drink.
Oh, I did. No.
So yeah, such a great.
Well, that's
album.
Josh's
That is-
top, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how many that was, but that's awesome. I'm glad you made a list. I'm glad you
Yeah,
participated.
you actually you made it. You
He's
guys-
had a list a few
we
times.
got a Josh video once
and,
every 3 years.
and cool, good, a lot of great fucking choices. Good fucking shit. We're gonna come back in a moment. We're gonna have David's list.
That's gonna be a long
I need a
video.
cigarette and I gotta piss really fucking bad. So we'll see you guys later. What'd you think about Josh's picks?
Oh Jesus!
Put it in the comments. In the fucking comments, yo.